My name's Brighton Fresleka. I'm undergrad class of 2019, PhD class of 2023. I'm enrolled in a direct to PhD program in studying electrical engineering. I did my undergraduate degree at Texas A&M. I started doing undergraduate research in my favorite class, and I fell in love, and I realized that I could do it for the rest of my life. So I asked if I could do a PhD program, and I went straight into it after my bachelor's. I originally chose Texas A&M because of the people. I had visited other engineering schools, but when visiting Texas A&M, that was the only place where I felt like people were excited to have me here. And I felt like I would grow not just as an engineer, but also as a person and in character. For this award, I got a forwarded email from one of the advisors in my department and said, "You have to apply for the Unsung Hero Award. This is you and your hard work." What motivated me was a handful of mentors in my life that challenged me through what I was seeing them do. I saw mentors step up and speak out and be vulnerable, and that's what inspired me. And I asked them, "How do I be more like you?" And they said, go out and do it. It requires a lot of humility and a lot of vulnerability. And if you really want people to connect with you, you need to be vulnerable so that way they can see themselves in you and see, hey, sometimes I win and sometimes I lose too. The impact I hope to make in sharing my voice is creating others who realize that they can do the same for their communities that they're passionate about. I can only reach so many people, and so what's the most important is to raise up, if I raise up 5 or 10, and then they go and raise up 5 and 10, now we're talking about exponential impact of inspiring a community of leaders. My voice will fade away one day, but creating the next generation of people who use their voices and create up and raise up more leaders, that's when continued impact is really made.
My name is Fabian and I'm a PhD student in plant breeding in the Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. So I was actually finishing up at the University of Kentucky, a degree in biotechnology, and was looking for a more applied genetics research field. And it just so happened that my family farm in Mexico grows sorghum, and Texas A&M has the best sorghum breeding program in the nation. So it was an easy decision for me in that regard. My parents are immigrant parents, and they actually came to the U.S. to chase the American dream, which means that your kids have to go to college and be doctors or lawyers. But I would grow up visiting the family farm in Mexico and wanting to just live there and drive tractors for the rest of my life. So this is my compromise to kind of be able to keep doing research and helping farmers and helping agriculturalists, but still getting a PhD and doing something with my time in the U.S. Dr. Felipe Hinojosa nominated me for the Unsung Heroes Award. He's just kind of been our advisor. He's also the advisor for the Latino Graduate Student Association, which I'm a president of. And he's just been helping us so much, and I run into him so much that when it came time to nominating myself for this award, he was actually willing to just go ahead and nominate me from his position and from all the work we've been doing for the past couple of years. Being Mexican-American from an immigrant family was pretty much my whole identity growing up in Kentucky, and that transitioned to middle school, high school, college, and now graduate school, and it's been a lot of similar experiences, just trying to fit in and be my complete self in any kind of capacity. Not just be an agricultural researcher, not just be a TA for somebody. And I think that kind of helps any community out when you're getting the most out of every single individual member. You really can accomplish so much more just because everybody's contributing that much more of themselves. Whatever you do in your limited time at Texas A&M University is going to change the institution, and then the institution is also going to give you a lot of personal growth and changes to your person as well.
Hi, my name is Delaney. I'm a second-year doctoral student in the Department of Communication and Journalism. So I did my undergraduate and my master's here, and so I was involved with a really great research project called Difficult Dialogues on campus, and I found the professors there and they said, "Hey, we're from the comm department. We really like your work. We really like what you're doing with us. what if you applied to a PhD here? And so that's the way I kind of just fell into it. I fell in love with the people, the professors, and then just found my way into comm pretty naturally that way. I work off campus at a church, and then I work on campus doing research as a teacher, and I have been a queer Christian for my whole life. And so I just find it really interesting the ways that the community has been marginalized, but then also the ways that the community has fought back and really made a place for themselves within religion in that sense. And so I think it's really important in kind of an under-researched area. My friend Mariana, she got this award last year. I had the honor of nominating her, which was great. She won, she got to be up there. And so this year when it came about, and it was about Aggie Voice and leadership, I was like, hey, you got this last year, it was really awesome. I would love if you would nominate me this year. And so my friend Mariana and then our shared advisor, Dr. Anna Wolf, nominated me this year. So when I first came to campus, I really had a hard time, and I know it can be difficult to transition to campus life, and so I really just wanted to help people find their footing here at A&M. I think a lot of times the idea of leadership, I like the idea of a servant leader, so someone that serves others, works with them for their own potential. I think everybody has the capacity to be a leader and is a leader in certain aspects of their life, but to me what it means is really just working with other folks and helping them reach their full potential. I hope that sharing my voice publicly will inspire other people to share theirs. I hope that it will make people feel empowered. I hope that it will make people feel less alone. So again, coming into campus, it's lonely. Coming into grad school, it's lonely. All of us have these feelings of not being enough or not doing enough. And so I think by talking to people one-on-one, by writing the blogs, by serving assistant course director, my goal is just for people to know that they're not alone here. I think if I had to talk to myself 5 years ago or someone from 5 years ago, so I'm thinking of my kids now, my students, I call them my kids, I would say your voice is valuable and it matters because it's yours. Because you exist, you matter, period, end of sentence. So share, because the world needs to hear it, because you matter, you're special, and that's really what life is all about.